All right, in this video, we're going over the 2 kettlebell push press. One of my favorite exercises because there's nothing more satisfying than throwing some weight over your head. Now, especially when it gets started, like you start getting into some heavy weights, that's that shit. Now, the push press, make sure you watch the one-handed push press video first because that lays the foundation as part of the progression. 2 kettlebell push press, same concept as the one-handed push press, only now we have 2 bells. So instead of using 2 hands to bring it up, we're doing a 2 kettlebell clean. If you aren't comfortable with cleans yet, get comfortable with cleans before you worry about this exercise. Get comfortable with 2 kettlebell pressing before you start worrying about this exercise. This is when you're kind of moving on from that beginner, getting the base movement patterns down, and now you're ready to move on to some more intermediate, closer to advanced stuff. Push press is an awesome exercise because it allows you to incorporate more of a conditioning element, doing a lot of like clean plus push press, which is great for, overall strength, but hypertrophy, getting into more power, ballistic overhead work, that kind of deal. So the way it works is clean up, dip, drive, both arms overhead. Make sure when they're locked out, bicep is even with the ear. When you bring it down, we're still catching and staying vertical. So from the side, it's that vertical as we dip, drive it up, catch, bring it down. Abs are braced. We're absorbing with the legs. We're not absorbing with the back. And what this will look like is 2 hands on the bells, strong clean. Remember, a good clean makes for good press. My rack position, nice and strong, vertical forearms, dip, drive, and pause at that lockout, holding overhead, bring them down to catch, dip, and bring it down, dip, down. From the side, what that'll look like is dip, now you'll notice the breathing on this is much more pronounced than with the one-handed version because we're using more weight, right? Anything that you use for a one-handed movement, you're gonna bell down in weight when you go to 2 kettlebells because you're literally moving twice as much weight, right? The breathing is important that you're exhaling as the bells come up, and as you catch, you're making a hiss to brace everything. We're not exhaling everything out. It's a to brace and absorb, right? Rather than relaxing breath out. If you need to reset or get breath or whatnot, you can reset in the rack position, or overhead is when you'll get your exhale and breathe back in and breathe in. And as it comes down, right? That is where you can breathe more air out, and then immediately breath in to create that brace, that tension, dip, and that with the hips gives you that punch to drive through the whole body. Now, the 2 kettlebell push press is a super awesome exercise for building total body power, bridging into, kind of the Viking push press and the jerk, and, again, getting to move some weight around. Awesome for your upper body hypertrophy, upper body conditioning, total body conditioning, really, because it is a total body movement. One of my favorite exercises, I can't say enough about it. When you're programming it, similar to the one-handed push press, right? Make sure somewhere between like 3 to 5 reps. You can get up to the 8s and 10s. It's super fatiguing. You could put a clean with each rep. There's all kinds of ways that you can do that. We go into some of the programming specifics in those modules, but for the most part, this pretty much covers everything you need to know about the 2 kettlebell push press.